Hi, I'm Mr. Hurt, and I'll be showing you guys how to create a grid on an 8x10 piece of paper. To start off, you're going to need a ruler of some kind. So we have these paper rulers. You're going to need a number 2 pencil and some kind of straight edge. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to locate our 0 on our ruler. Then we're going to take that 0 and we're going to line it up with the edge of the paper. For our 8x10 piece of paper here, we're going to be using 2-inch increments. So along the top edge of the 8x10 piece of paper, you're going to make little light hash lines going vertically at the 2-inch line, the 4-inch line, and the 6-inch line. Again, squares are going to be the same on both sides, and we're going to be using 2-inch increments. So once you have the measurements done at the top, you're going to go to the bottom of the page. You're going to do the same thing. We're going to line up the edge of the paper with the 0, and then we're going to go ahead and create vertical hash lines along the 2-inch, 4-inch, and 6-inch measurements. Now that we have those 2-inch increments marked, we're going to use our straight edge, and we're just going to line up our straight edges with each other, and then we're going to create a nice straight line. So you're going to line up your hash lines together, and I want you guys using really light pressure. We don't want our grid to be too distinct because it could damage the paper later on when we're shading. So make sure you guys, when you're making your grid, that you're pressing really lightly as you're drawing these vertical lines across your paper. Again, you're using the measurements, you're going to line them up with each other, and you're going to create a nice straight line. This is just to ensure again that we have nice straight lines that are 2 inches apart. Right, now that the vertical edge is done, we're going to do the horizontal edge. So like before, we're going to take our ruler, we're going to line up the 0 with the edge of the paper, and then we're going to be creating 2-inch marks along the edge of the paper. And this time we're going to slide the ruler to add the extra 2-inch. We're going to do that along the top edge here, and then once we're done with that, we're going to do the same thing to the bottom edge. Again, at the bottom here, we're going to line up the edge of the paper with the 0, and then we're going to be marking every 2-inch. And just like before, now that I have my 2-inch increments done, I'm going to take my straight edge and I'm going to connect those measurements together to have a nice straight line. Use your straight edge, your folder, to create your straight lines here to finish out your grid. Make sure you're using light pressure when you're doing this. And there you have it, your 2-inch square grid on a 8x10 piece of paper using a ruler and your number 2 pencil. Again, your grid should be very light and you should be ready to go. Draw something great.